All right, you made it back for the next video. Hopefully you've got a password manager and now you're looking into 2FA and other security for your different sites. So you're online and you hear this thing 2FA or two-factor authentication. And that just means you've got a password login with a login and password. And then on top of it, you got some other form of login. Now, financial companies like banks and stuff have started to put 2FA in inside of asking you a next question like, what was the first car you owned and all that kind of stuff. And that's worked to a certain level. However, hackers got smart and they're gleaning that information off the internet and social media through various different means. So 2FA has become more often now used with an actual phone number. So you have a cell phone or an email in there. Now, let me say this. Using a second form of authentication on login as an SMS, text message, or email is a lot more risky than what I'm going to tell you I think you should use. At any rate, you need to turn on 2FA on everything you can. So if you've got a bank and you've been logging on online, call your bank and say, how do I enable 2FA? And if they don't have it, they'll tell you. Most banks will say you can do it with a 2FA app that you can get. And those apps are made by like Symantec or Google, 2FA, whatever. If they don't have it at all, I would suggest that you go with a bank that does. Because honestly, guys, it's not worth it anymore to have people get into your bank and use your bill pay and pay themselves and take your money out. Okay? So find a way to turn on 2FA. In social media, also do 2FA. You need your social media, like your Facebook setup, to tell you through your Google code generator, someone's logging in and then you have to generate a code. So turn on 2FA. Get used to how it works. Instagram as well. I suggest not using SMS, which is a text message, or an email. I suggest using something like Symantec's VIP function or Google's Authenticator. A Google Authenticator, LastPass Authenticator is free. You can get them on your phone and you can do 2FA, set it up with the Authenticator, and that Authenticator will make sure that anytime you log into Amazon has it, your bank accounts, your social media or whatever, that you can't just log in with an email and password anymore or a login and password. You have to go to a next screen and put a number in. And then you go to your authenticator and put the number in that's on your device. So I'll show you what mine looks like. Here's a LastPass authenticator, and I'm not worried about you seeing it because honestly, guys, it's safe. And so, let me get in here. Here's a VIP authenticator right here. So my VIP authenticator looks like that right there. You can see, you can't see it well. Let's see if I can make it zoom in or whatever. Sorry, it won't zoom in. It won't show you. I'm trying to there it is. You can see it. It's just a number and another number. And the number in the middle, you got 30 seconds to use it. You click it and copy it. You paste it into your device and it says security code. It gives you that. So set up 2FA. Ask your companies you work with how to do it if you don't know. It should walk you through it through the websites that you're in, but I would do that on all your social media. You can do it on Twitter, you can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Instagram, do it on all your social media, and then set up your authenticator with all of your financials. So make sure all your financials are safe with 2FA. I use it on my bank accounts and everything and all my investment accounts. So those are ways that you can secure your life. Dual authentication, 2FA, two-factor authentication, dual authentication is the best way to limit hackers' access to your stuff online. If they have your password and your login and they've got access to your email or somehow they spoofed your phone number, they cannot spoof a dual authenticator app. Boom. Best thing ever. So get dual authentication on everything you can and then use your dual authenticator, set it up with your fingerprint, approval, and then boom, you can get your numbers real quick, and there you are. So dual authentication for the win. That's one of my biggest recommendations. Later, I'll show you how some of the dual authenticators work and what they are, but that's it. Go get dual authentication set up, get the application. I would use LastPass Authenticator or Symantec's VIP Authenticator. You can get them on your device, and then you can use your QR code and get it set up with your accounts, and then boom, you're all set. So dual authentication for safety win online. Boom.